My name is Panya Espinal, and I'm a visual artist. I am responsible for developing the artworks which are installed throughout 7 of the Mississauga bus rapid transit stations. The project that I developed is titled Building Color. It's been a very long process, this particular project. It's taken 8 years from the time I was hired to be part of the team of designers to the time that it's actually opening to the public. Certainly one of the things that Mississauga is famous for is its longtime mayor, Hazel McCallion. And I started to think about the possibility that there was, maybe this group of feisty old ladies who were at work behind the scenes, who were pretty clear about what they thought needed to be done in the world, having seen what they've seen and having gathered the wisdom that they've gathered. With Building Color, I was thinking about all the things that go into making a city so-called colorful. Literally colorful, but also what makes a city have depth to its cultural qualities. The idea is that the artwork belongs to the public, that these are public spaces. These are spaces that for some of us we pass through every day, and I endeavored to make an artwork that would interact with the public, that the public themselves could influence in some way, to carry forward the idea that change happens in the city by all of us, that we all contribute to the change in some way. Then I also wanted the work to be interactive, to engage with people, to entertain people. So I researched a number of different ways to do that, and eventually one of the most active ways that I established of doing it would be to have these touch-sensitive bronze objects that people could touch, and that would then trigger a change in the actual color of light coming out of these storage rooms. But in this case, I was trying to elevate everyday objects into the realm of art. And one of the ways of doing that is to shift the material. So shift from a crate being made out of wood to a crate being made out of bronze. This is not something we normally see in our day-to-day lives. As soon as something is cast in bronze, it instantly reads as being art.
Hey, my name is Mike Billick. I'm the president of LaFontaine Ironworks. Our role in this project, we took it from the design phase to shop drawings, produce the pieces, and install them. The benefits of bronze are its long-lasting value. You go back 10 years and take a look at those pieces, and they'll look totally different with the colors. And Mother Nature really helps in changing the piece over the years. Bronze is fairly difficult to weld, and it's not forgiving in forming, so we had to go back and finish pieces off a lot more than we normally do with other materials. And we had a lot of fun doing it. It's funny with the public, you have a certain portion of the public just loves public art. We see that in every installation we do, from the people that we're working with on a site to passers-by that are just looking at it. For the most part, I would say that most people, they understand that it's bringing culture to their environment, and some people just visit many, many times.
I think it's very important that as a city we continue to support and elevate the passenger experience. I think it's increasingly important that as a city we continue to support and fund, especially public art within the transit realm. As these transit hubs and corridors continue to grow, artists and the community should be interweaved within the process itself in order to elevate the passenger experience. So back in 2009, the City of Mississauga Culture Division partnered with My Way to commission public art at 7 of the stations. A call for submissions was issued, and through a juried process, Panya Espinal was chosen to work with the design and project team to integrate permanent public art into the transit project. Since the beginning, the transit team has been working very closely with the public art program staff, the artist, and the contractor in order to deliver the project using a highly integrated approach. So this project, the Building Color, has been very much a labor of love for a lot of people within the city itself, the city of Mississauga, but also involving the artists at the onset, involving the contractor, her preferred contractor, as well as a foundry in Georgetown, which is very much a part of the process. So from the city of Mississauga's end, it's not just the public art program sort of leading the way, it's really public art staff working with My Way, working with the Transportation Works Department, as well as various city council members, especially the ones whose constituents will certainly be affected by the transit line.
As much as we try to design things as best we can, even using 3D rendering systems, which I used, we can never entirely simulate the real life, living life of physical spaces that we occupy. The experiences that we have in the city are all designed by someone. And everything we use in our day-to-day lives, from door handles to cars to coffee cups, are all designed by someone. And the way in which things are designed affects our experiences. We would really feel a kind of vacuous quality to the cities that we live in if there was never any time taken to beautify the spaces or to make things, to express ideas and emotions. But I'm also very aware that these artworks are permanently installed. They're on display for many, many, many years, hopefully. And that there needs to be a kind of timelessness to how they're read. 50 years from now, the artwork will still be seen, and I want there to be a kind of everlasting quality or freshness to what the work is about.